Here's a video on how to use the ICS End User Portal to submit tickets, track tickets, look at billing, and see your customer aging. The first thing you want to do is go to the ICS website, so www.ics-com.net. Simply click on the portal icon. You will have to have a login provided to you by an ICS representative. Once you have that, I use Mozilla to save my password. Click sign in. Here I'm logged in as customer. You'll be logged in as your name. You'll have this arrow here and drop it down. From there you'll see what role you have assigned. So an admin role has all the abilities that we provide to the user plus the ability to add user management. A customer all has all the capabilities minus user management, but they can see tickets, view tickets, look at billing, look at customer aging, all those things. And then customer ticket entry can only submit a ticket. So if you're added as just a customer ticket entry, you will not see customer admin, user management, or all as one of your roles, and you'll have one simple role. Same with customer admin or customer all. Since I'm doing this demo, I have all these roles added to this one user. So don't be confused by that. So the first thing you'll want to do when you log in, you'll want to go to profile. And you'll want to change your password here. Of course, you have to have your current password, which was emailed to you. Put in your new password. Make sure your phone number is here and that your email is correct. This email is what triggers when tickets are created. We're emailing you information. This is the email it sends it to. If we ever have questions, this is the phone number we're going to call you. So once you do that, click Save Changes. Next thing I'd like to show you is user management. So as the admin, you can add new users to your account. When you add new users to your account, when they submit a ticket, you can see who's submitting tickets, when the tickets are getting closed, who's communicating, and it's not all under one user admin. So once you click on the user management under the role down here, these options change. So you have Versago user add. You click this, put in the user's email, their name, their profile. Okay, so they're either going to be admin, which means they can add users, plus do everything else. They can only enter tickets, or they can enter tickets, see billing, but they can't add users, which is full access. So select which role you'd like the person to be, and then their first name, last name. And then you have this optional information down here, select create user. That will send them an email to the email address you put here with a temporary password. They'll log into the first time, go to profiles, change their password, and they're ready to go. Once you've added a user, you can go into modify user. And then what you do is just come over here to the right-hand side, click on modify. And then you can change their role, or you can make them active or inactive. Click update and you're ready to go. So that's pretty much it for the user management role. So now I'm going to switch over to the customer admin role, so we're not bouncing between roles, and I'll let you know when the capability of a certain role stops. So as customer admin, I can come in and I can request service. So if I want to request service, first thing I'd want to do is pick what location I'm requesting service for. Maybe you have multiple locations. There's a quick search field here, so you could search by maybe a store number if your organization has store numbers, maybe a city or a state, a zip code, or basically any field that you see in this screen. You can search by phone number, whatever you want. Once you pick the city or the site, simply click on the underlined site, and now you're submitting a ticket for that site. So an asterisk means it's required field. Your submitter email is automatically pulled from your user field. We've discussed that earlier. Maybe you're submitting a ticket for someone else. So here you can CC that person so they know you submitted the ticket, and then when we give updates, they're also copied on that so they know what's going on with the ticket. The submitter phone, because there can be multiple phones per account, it doesn't auto-populate, so you have to click this funnel, and then it will pull it from your login and auto-populate that phone number. Put in the subject, whether it's an emergency. You can do a reference number. So a reference number would be your ticket number, a PO number, maybe whatever you want to reference that ticket by. That way later when you go and look at ticket history, you can just search by that number and it'll pull it up and you don't have to know our ticket number. Your required due date when you're requesting this work to be done. The service details, please be as detailed as possible so that we can jump right on this ticket for you. And then down here, we're reminding you to make sure you put the extension number of the computer name of the person involved. So a lot of times we'll get a service request, Bob's phone is down. Well, we don't know Bob's extension. We don't know his last name, so we don't know how to get a hold of him. Next thing we ask for is you may be submitting a ticket for somebody beside yourself. So we'd want you to put in their contact name, their preferred method of contact, put in their email and phone number. That way, if we have a question regarding the ticket, we can reach out to them and get it resolved as fast as possible. From there, just hit submit and your ticket will be created. It goes directly into our business system and it will email you a copy of the ticket so that you know that ticket has been created. From there, you may want to see the status of a ticket. So you can come over here and you can look at open tickets. You'll see all your tickets that are currently open. Up here, you have the reference number, so you could search by that reference number. You have the site name, address, subject. And over here, you have the ticket status. So you'll see if it's on hold, if it's assigned to somebody, who it's assigned to, if work is in progress. You also see if it's in a scheduled state. You also see the scheduled date over here if we have to dispatch or do something on that scheduled date. And you'll see who the technician is who's assigned to that project. And then you also have a closeout number. So we have some customers that turn in a closeout number when something's done and they want to be able to search by that closeout number later. So we can put that in there also. So basically, when you can come in here, you can see the status of your ticket. You can see who it's assigned to and when it's scheduled. On top of that, you have an arrow here. You can drop this arrow down. You can see the initial remarks of the ticket and what you turned in. And then you can see our resolution and what we've put our notes on the ticket. If you actually click on the ticket number, allows you to add additional remarks to the ticket. So let's say you turned in a ticket and then you figured it out. Well, you just log in here, you click this on and say, please cancel ticket. We have figured it out. That'll notify service, it'll notify the tech, and therefore you don't get charged. Or maybe you have found additional information regarding that ticket that, hey, I turned in that phone calls get disconnected on extension 200. And now you found out it's only when they call a certain phone number, and when they call that phone number, it gets disconnected. So you want to add that information to the ticket. Once you add that information to the ticket, it will show up here when you expand. So you'll have your initial remarks, you'll have your resolution, then you'll have remarks beneath that. So if you have the rights of customer ticket entry, you can request that ticket, you can look at open ticket, and you can also go into closed ticket history. So closed ticket history allows you to look at tickets that we have resolved or closed. My favorite way of doing this is just saying greater than, and then I pick a date. So let's say I know it happened sometime last year, I'm just not sure when. So I click that, now it pulls up every ticket that was from 1/1/17. And then maybe I know it was my San Jose location, so I type in San Jose and it narrows it down to all my San Jose tickets. Then I look at the subject, I find the ticket, I expand it, I see the initial remarks and the resolution. So if my rights or my role is customer ticket entry, this concludes what you can do in the end user portal. If you have customer admin or customer all, you have these additional capabilities, and that's open invoices, closed invoice history, open RMAs, and aging summary. So open invoices are, of course, invoices that are not currently paid, but are out there. You'll see how many days they're overdue. Closed invoice history means invoices that you have paid. So this is just the history on your account. Maybe you're trying to go through, look at what you've spent with us over the last year. Again, you can come in here and say greater than, equals, less than, or between. So maybe you just want to look at 2017. Say submit, and it brings up all your invoices for 2017. In all your fields, you also have an export option. So you can come over here, you can email, you can put in printable, Excel, CSV. So you do this, then of course it's going to export out to Excel for you in a nice format that you can modify, search, or do whatever you need to do with. You also have open RMAs. So open RMAs or repairs and the status of that repair. So when it's been shipped, the data will be billed if you don't return the items, what the item was, the description of it, and for what location it was for. And then of course you have your aging summary. So your aging summary shows you your total amount due, your future that has not been billed yet, so that's open sales orders, and what's in your 30, 60, 90, and 120 day bucket. The last thing you have is your favorites. So in any field, let's say if we go to open tickets and you want this to be your favorites, up here you can click this little star, and when you click that star, it now shows up in your favorites. So we've given you by default request, service, and reports. Well, maybe you want open tickets and aging summary. So when you go to your favorites, you now have open tickets and aging summary. So that's pretty much it for our end user portal at this time. We are looking for feedback and further suggestions as we continue to develop this portal. So if you don't mind, please reach out to your account representative and let them know what else you'd like to see. Thank you so much for your time today, and have a great day.